I mean, you can keep it if you want it. I don't really need it. Alright, so today what we're going to be doing is we're going to multiply a monomial times a polynomial. Now, our learning target says I can multiply a monomial times any polynomial. So we've done a monomial times a monomial. First, we're going to do a monomial times a binomial. Now, if this was just a 3 and not an m, how would we get rid of parentheses? Distribute. Good. Take a point. And you still do the same thing. You just distribute, which means that you're going to multiply 3m times 5m squared. 15m. Nope. What's 1 plus 2? 3. So 15m cubed. Remember, this m has an invisible 1 there. So 1 plus 2 is? Fantastic. Is everybody with me on what we just did? Okay. Now you also have to distribute it to the 2m. So what's 3 times 2? And what's 1 plus 1? And you're done. That's it. Yes.
Would it ever be like when you distribute, would it ever be a different variable? Like, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Well, where's the full come from?
It's a plus.
Oh.
Look like a 4.
Yeah.
Y'all look like a 4.
Well, you like a 22.
I know. Are we ready? I know.
Oh, yeah.
Any questions?
No.
Are we ready to do example 4?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, how do we get rid of those parentheses? And we're going to distribute it to everything. Everything, everything. So you're going to do... Actually, you guys do that one without me.
Okay.
Practice it. Go. On your mark, get set, be free. Don't drop your signs. You're dropping your signs in between your G's. Don't do that. Yes, sir?
I got it.
You got it? You may speak.
I got 7g cubed plus 35g negative 21.
35G squared minus 21G.
Yeah.
Don't drop your G's.
So it just has a variable without an exponent, and you just put the exponent
Do you break it down from there?
the other number?
Because the invisible, like,
No, I get it.
you know, you talking about like the 1, like the exponent of 1, and how it's cause you to have a 1 and you add them together. That's what you're talking about.
Okay. Yes, Allie. Because 1 plus 1 is?
Oh, 2.
Okay. This has an invisible 1. This has an invisible 1. And you add the exponents. Yes, Troy. Okay, now when you do 7g times negative 3, that gives you negative 21g. Don't drop your g. 7g times 1g squared. 7 times 1 is 7. G times g squared, you'll get g cubed. Does everybody understand? Are we sure? Now, can we combine any of these?
Yeah.
Do any of them have the same exponent? No. So you cannot combine them. You leave it. Yes. Okay, now let's look at example 5. This is one where we have 2 different variables, right?
Yeah.
You still do the same thing. Now, can we add the exponent from A to B?
No.
No, because they're not the same letter. But what about A and A? What about B and B? So you still distribute it to both things. So what's negative 5 times 3? Negative 15. Okay. What's A squared times A to the 4th? 2 plus 4 is Okay,
I said
kids.
6.
Well, we're just kind of muttering. All right, b times b cubed is b to the 4th. Good. Now, negative 5 times 6 is negative 30. Good. A squared times a squared is? And b times b cubed is? Now, where did we get this 4 from? On the last term with the b, where did we get this 4 from?
From that 1 on the B. Yeah.
1 right here and 3 right here, and 1 plus 4 is?
1 plus 3.
1 plus 3 is? Yay! Now, can we combine either of these? No, you can't. Because this is one whole term, and this would have to have a 6 in it for you to be able to combine them. Does everyone understand?
Oh, wait, never mind. Would you put a plus in front of that negative 30 there?
No, I wouldn't. I would put a minus.
Yeah, but like plus
No.
60. That's maybe true.
Okay. Can y'all try example 6 without me? Pardon? I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I got that next. BSP.
Can you tell me the first term? To the 5th? Good. Bronson, can you tell me the second term?
I think it's wrong. So, I'm not going to. Negative 5 is the third. Negative 5 is the third. Yeah.
What's negative 5 times 6?
Negative 30.
And y cubed times y?
The 4.
Good. And what's our last term, Troy?
I didn't really know this was, but I think it's 40.
40 what?
Squared. Wait, I don't know. Why?
You don't drop this. If it's just a constant, it would be just like multiplying 8 times 5. So it's negative 5 times negative 8, which gives you positive 40, and y cubed comes with it. They're best friends. They can't be separated. Do we have a y on this?
No.
Okay. Does anybody have any questions? Are you sure? Are you ready to do our activity? Yes.
Isn't 40 supposed to be negative?
It's a negative 5 times a negative 8, so that makes it positive.
Negative.
Oh, no.
Jackson, do you have a question?
Well, I'm guessing like if the answer gets where they have like can't remember.
Matching exponents?
Yeah, like if the answer gets matching exponents, do we combine them then?
Yes, we do. So if this was negative 30 y to the cubed, we would combine these two. Or if this was y to the 4th, we would combine these two. But we can't, because they're not the same. Does everybody understand? All right, in the top drawer of your tower is your recording sheet for today. So we are only going to work out certain problems today in our stack of cards, because the others we haven't gotten to yet. Alright, so let's go through and pick out problems that we can do. Yes. After we put our name on our paper at the top, because we are decent human beings and not animals. Does everybody have a recording sheet? Sweet. sweet Jesus in heaven. Jarek, what are you doing?
Calm down. Please.
I even have mine.
Please. Can you calm down?
Can you pass out your papers?
What do you think I'm doing?
I'm sitting there.
I'm passing out my papers.
I'm into a game.
Look, half of them didn't even pass their papers out yet.
Hey, Miss Ashley. I have a question.
Okay.
He can answer it? Okay. We'll put it on page. I made you on page.
She hasn't said it yet.
This is why we can't have nice things. Okay, so now you're not going to be able to do all of these yet, but can we do number 1? Yeah, we can multiply these together, right? We've done this before. So you're going to do number 1. So everybody put a star by number 1 for today. Put a star, specifically a star. A star is today's symbol. Do you need me to draw a star to help you?
No.
Or do you know what a star looks like? Beside number 1, you're going to put a star.
I'm not like that drawing stuff.
I do not care.
So it kind of looks like a G.
Quiet, Jordan.
It's not. That has 6 points, but good try. Okay, number 5 looks like this. Can we do number 5? That's like one we just did. So put a star by number 5. What about number 9?
Yeah.
Oh, we can. Let's do number 9. Let's put a star by that.
I'm just guessing 13 is next.
13. Can we do that? Yes, we can. I'm going to show y'all how to do these. We'll do these together, don't worry. So put a double star by 13 to show that Asbury's going to do those with us. Double star. All right, what about 3? Have we done one like this yet?
Yes. No.
Have we done 2 binomials?
No.
We've only multiplied.
No.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all, what we've done so far is a monomial times a monomial and a monomial times a polynomial. Are either of these monomials? No. So we haven't done this, so set it aside. Sweet potatoes in heaven. What about this one? Nope, can't do that one because that's a binomial. Because they have binomials in them. We haven't done this yet. We're getting to it though. These are binomials. We haven't done this yet. What about number 2? We can do number 2. We can totally do number 6. Put a double star. I will help us on number 6. We cannot do 10 yet. So put 10 aside. What about 14? Nope. What about 4?
No. No. I'm not going to hear you.
Yes, we can do this. All right, what about 8?
Yes.
No.
It's a binomial times a trinomial. Have we done that yet?
No.
Nope, so set it aside. What about 12?
Yes.
Yep. And so put a star by 12. And finally 16.
What about
Nope. Alright, so you can do all of those with stars. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 9, 12, and 13. Go ahead and start on all of the ones that don't have a double star. Put a double star by 4 because we'll do that one together as well. So you can do 1, 2, 5, 9, and 12 without me. 1, 2, 5, 9, and 12. You need to share your cards and rotate. Let's go. Ah! Where'd my card go? Sorry, baby. I don't understand why 2 is so complicated, and it shouldn't be.
Number 6 is something good.
You are supposed to do those things.
Number 6 has a double star. That means we're doing it together. Okay, so number 2 says negative 6wx times 2w minus x minus 1, right?
Right.
Okay, then we distribute this. And that gives us negative 12. 1 plus 1 is 2. And then you keep your x there. Is everybody with me?
Yes.
1 plus 1 is 2, and then you keep your x. Now, negative 6 times negative 1 is
Negative 6.
plus 6. You keep your w, and then 1 plus 1 on your x's is 2. Now, negative 6wx times negative 1 will give you plus 6wx. Now, let's just pause for a second. Everybody look at the board once you're done writing, and then see where you have questions on this problem. Tiara?
When you add negative 12 w to the second power and the 6 w
This one?
to the, yes,
No.
to their,
Because the squared is on the x, right? So it would need a squared on the w. Yes.
If we got x minus 6, like, wouldn't that be 0? Like, just.
No, because we're multiplying. And you can only combine these if they have the same exponents. Any other questions on this one? Okay, you've got about 10 more minutes on these. Let's go. Okay. You can do this. No, him. I'm just looking at the screen. Alright, so let's do number 6 together. Let's do number 6 first. So number 6 says, the length of a rectangle is 3 meters shorter than its width. So I'm going to draw a rectangle. This is a rectangle. And its length is 3 meters shorter than its width. So that means we would do x minus 3. So what would we call our width then? If I said x minus 3 was the length,
3x.
and it would just be x. Because this is the width minus, can y'all stop? Are you 5? Do I need to come over there?
No.
No.
We're good.
Now, it says for A, write a polynomial that represents the area of a rectangle. Now, how do you find an area of a rectangle? Length times width. Take a point. Okay? What's our length? And what's our width? X. And didn't we just learn how to do this?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so what am I going to do? I am. I'm going to distribute. What's X times X?
X to the second power.
Okay? Why is it to the second power?
Because there's 2 and
Because
1.
there's 2.
Because 1 plus 1 is?
2.
Good. And then you're going to do X times negative 3, right?
Yeah.
So that'll be minus 3X. Does everybody see how I got that?
Maybe we wait until the yes, I know something.
Okay, now B says find the area of the rectangle when the width is 6 meters. So width is X, right? What am I going to plug in for X?
6.
6, because that's what it just said, to find it when it's 6 meters. So I'm going to write area equals 6 squared minus 3 times 6. What is 6 squared?
12. I mean, yeah, 6.
What is 3 times 6?
12. I mean,
18.
And what's 36 minus 18? 18. You have 2 answers there. Does everybody see how we did that?
Yeah.
We read our problem and we made a picture and then we solved it.
Good job with that.
Thank you so much.
I think I did no problem.
All right, let's look at number 4. Thank you. Number 4. Now, I love number 4. Does anybody know how to find the area of a parallelogram?
Dude, no, please. my teacher just like harassed me at the area. It's like, how would she harass you?
Would you like need like pie or something?
Nope, that's for a circle.
How would she?
You just multiply the base times the height.
Yeah.
What?
That's
How did I figure that out? Because I looked at it and it gave it to me. So, for number 4, we're going to multiply 3CD times 5D minus 6 because we are awesome. Are you ready to distribute? Okay, what's 3 times 5? 15. Do I need to have a C in my answer?
Yeah.
Yes. And what's D times D?
D to the second.
D squared. Okay? Now we need to multiply it also by negative 6. What's 3 times negative 6? And do I need to have the CD with it? Yes, because you can't drop it. And then look at me go. I'm done. That's it. Was it really that
Yes,
difficult?
it was actually.
No, it really wasn't.
Anything with area is like.
I think you're just a baby. And then the last one is number 13. Okay, thank you. This is a great, great, great problem. All right, now, the first time I did 13, I read it wrong. So let's make sure we read it together. It says the rectangle shown is enlarged such that each side is multiplied by the value of the width. So we're going to multiply each of these times 3x. And then we're going to write the perimeter. So first, I'm going to call this 3x, and I'm going to call it y. Because that's the drawing, right? And then it says it's enlarged such that we multiply both of those by 3x. So I'm going to multiply by 3x.
So.
No. Never again.
What, don't say that?
No. And what's up is not your grade because you're not paying attention.
That's true.
All right, now,
It's like my blood pressure.
your width, 3x times 3x is, 3 times 3 is, and 1 plus 1 is, so 9x squared. And what would your length be?
3xy.
3xy, yeah.
Times width times height.
No, that's volume.
Oh.
All right, so then perimeter is 2L plus 2W. So we're just going to multiply these times 2. What's 2 times 3xy? 6xy. And what's 2 times 9x squared? 2 times 9 is 18x squared. Nope, because we don't have an x on that 2, do we? Nope, that's it. Alright, so once you have 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 9, 12, and 13 done, put it in the tray so I can grade these. This is the first round. It is.